Yep. So the entire lower ring is missing and the upper ring is stuck. So the piston is out and the entire lower piston ring is missing and most of the upper one. What's left of the upper one is wedged in there, but I'm surprised there's not much more damage to the piston. So I don't think it fell. I don't think it has fallen down into the crankcase. There are scratches there. You see some damage there. Yeah. Yeah, probably need a rebore. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, it's tempting to just replace the piston, but I need to clean the cylinder and have a look on it, because obviously there was no compression without piston rings. For now, I'll see if I can get some pistons and a rebore, and that probably takes a while. So cleaned up the gasket surface, so now I'm gonna prep the cylinders and see if I can get it installed. All three pistons are in place. Two left ones and one right one, using zip ties as piston ring compressors. A trick I learned from the GT750 idiot, or what he calls himself. So I got the cylinders in place. This is a big milestone. Didn't break any piston rings, went on fairly smoothly. So, and now I got the cylinder head on, and I hooked up a battery to the starter so we can check if there's any compression. I would call that good. The rings need to seat in as well. Tomorrow, I think I install it in the frame maybe. Today it's 6 days left, and I'm ready to put the engine back in the frame after I managed to assemble it yesterday and crank it over on the starter. So hopefully I will have it in the frame and be in good shape later today. So I managed to get the engine into the frame and bolt it in. Now I started on the cooling system, see if I can get some coolant in it to see that everything is watertight. Let's see how far I get. Today I took out the expansion tank, or whatever it is, and just to have a look on it, and I noticed that the coolant in it is blue. I haven't ran blue coolant in this bike for as long as I owned it. Maybe it was blue when I bought it, but it was completely plugged, the two spouts here, so maybe the cooling will be even better when I get this fixed. It is not even midday and I got the carburetors on. Went on fairly smoothly. And I get a new throttle cable. This one was seen better days. Now I just have to figure out the best routing for it and then continue. It's 4 days left, and today I have to work a bit with the wiring. I replaced disconnector for the generator. It was partly melted. I have some remains of it here. See, it's a mess. See if I can clean it up a bit. Yeah, it's not a circuit breaker. The fuse holder is broken and it squeezes the fuse, so I need to replace that one. Have to buy it on Monday. Wiring point needs to be fixed, and maybe I'll make a new harness to connect this one to the gear indicator. Lots of stuff to do today. Pulled out the rectifier, and that it was charging and we didn't have a massive short circuit. That's a miracle to me. See the wiring here. I think I need to refurbish this one a bit. Wow. I'm almost done with the wiring, but I now run it on the starter. Gotta have a new main cable, new fuse holder, so I get that sorted tomorrow. And then I need to fit the exhausts and then be ready for startup. But now I'm tired and it'd have to wait until tomorrow. I have to leave to get on the road trip, and I have some thread issues, so helicoiling the exhaust thread here, see if it works. I knew the threads were bad. It was an old repair on it. I should have fixed it before, but we'll see. Now I got the exhausts on, I hooked up most of the wiring, adjusted ignition, had some fuel in the tank. Let's see what happens. That worked. Wow. Smoking. Need to clean up and see if I run it a bit more. I didn't do any post yesterday. I was working a bit, putting on some covers and tightening out some bolts, and then by accident I fried the electronic ignition unit. It was entirely my fault, not the product. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with it. So, and then I had to start looking for the old points plate. Found it, but I couldn't find a cam for the points until just now. I managed to find it, and I have a messy loft that I went through. So now it's hope. It's 1 day and a few hours until the ferry leaves, and I haven't had it for a test drive yet. So we'll see if I can get this together.